How you doing, guys? I think I mentioned in a previous video that I'm currently living in an extremely small town. I've been here for quite some time. And unfortunately, they have its downsides. When I was younger, I liked the ladies quite a bit. I was single, so. And when I started studying with Jehovah's Witnesses, who are also a small congregation in this area, apparently my reputation had preceded me. I was going through a Bible study at one time, and this was something I actually never brought up. I always kept my private life. Never really talked about the dating scene with the JWs because, frankly, there was nobody of any interest there to begin with. But my Bible stalker one day brought it up during a study, and he said, well, JWs are Jehovah's Witnesses only date when they intend to marry. Okay, don't know where it came from. I'm like, okay, fine, but was wanting to go back to the study. And he says, that's something you ever give any consideration to? And I'm like, no, I kind of like my single life. But I started thinking about that. Date with the intent of getting married, to me, kind of sounded ass backwards. How do you know if you want to marry somebody if you don't date them for a while? And I even mentioned that to him, and he says, well, then you have no business being around women. Okay, that to me still kind of screwed up, and that pretty much told me right then and there. The dating scene, well, first of all, the word dating, okay, was a word I never used. It sounded too Brady Bunchish. As far as the word courting, the only time that appeared in my vocabulary when I had to appear in court, that was about it. But dating, no. I either hung with or didn't. That was pretty much it. Never liked the word dating. But no, he would bring this up periodically about that. Oh, how about Sister So-and-so, Sister So-and-so? I never mentioned it. I mean, leave me be. My thing was, and I kept stuck to my guns on that, and that pretty much told me that I'm probably going to be keeping to myself in the organization. And I kind of sat back and watched this. I says, like, if you date somebody with the intent of getting married, the other thing was the chaperone thing. You're dating someone with the intent of getting married, with a chaperone an earshot away. How are you going to have these personal conversations where you get to know each other with somebody right there? You're not going to be able to say anything. And the reply to that by my Bible stock was, well, that's what you got service for. Okay. You're not going to share intimate details where you're out in service. That to me was BS right from the get-go. I never believed in the chaperoning thing and pretty much made that quite clear. And this is when he would say, well, that's for your own protection. I understand that. But I'm in my 50s. If somebody of my years can't police themselves, then that is their problem, not the congregation's. I never bought it. The chaperoning thing, no, never happened, never would. I mean, and being in my 50s, it was pretty apparent I wasn't a raging hormone like when I was in my 20s. It just was not on the top of my list at this point in time. But nonetheless, they had heard my reputation. And now the thing was, I figured out pretty quickly that Jehovah's Witnesses are so sexually repressed that that's all they think about. And in reality, here they were looking at me as a sexual deviant because of hearsay that they heard, when in reality, they were the sexual deviants. I mean, they talk about it constantly. Sex was not something I brought up until it was brought up with me. I mean, I'd make a few jokes on occasion with the old bathroom humor. All guys do. I don't care if they're JWs or not, because I caught a few off guard with that as well. But they were very, very repressed as far as the sexual things go. So these were things that were always on their mind. When I first heard of the bedroom rules, I'm like, what? Yeah, the bedroom rules. You're allowed one position. Okay, and which position is that? Okay, I think we all know the answer of that. And I'm thinking, wow, no wonder why so many JW females are so miserable. But okay, I left that be. But I kind of wanted to say, it's like, what do they have? Monitors in your bedroom to keep an eye on you? Oh no, you have to police yourself on that one. Okay, if you have to police yourself in your own bedroom, Why can't you police yourself while dating? Okay, again, no answer, which never surprised me. But this pretty much told me, okay, my social life is going to remain my social life, which I'll go on to in another video entirely. But my social life is not going to be with the JWs. Besides, if you're seeing somebody in the organization, everybody's going to be in on it because there's no privacy, there's no discretion. Then all of a sudden, hey, when you get married, when you get married? Hey, I'm just hanging with this woman. I'm not going to marry her. Well, then you have no reason to be around her. But that much I found out is very much true. If you're going with somebody within 6 or 7 months, a year, you're expected to marry them. Well, if you're dating them, what's to say that you find out that she doesn't like you or you don't like her? You get married anyways, and I've seen that happen many times. I've seen a couple of women that were absolutely miserable in their marriage. My Bible stalker was one of them. I mean, and the thing was, he's got a sweetheart of a wife, yet he doesn't realize it and he doesn't appreciate it. I mean, she left this bastard 3 times since I've known them. But unfortunately, you know how Watchtower is. She can't get a divorce unless he messes around on her. And that's not going to happen because, in all honesty, this guy couldn't score in a woman's prison. Anyways, I figured, okay, the dating scene in Kingdom Hall isn't going to happen. Although, how many times I've had that attempted to have that set up on me, and I will go into that in another video. Anyways, guys, I'm going to leave it at that. I just wanted to get that out there. I think we all know the same scenario. But if you have any comments, leave it below. I want to thank my subscribers for putting up with my rants. Nothing really important here. Just wanted to joke about it. And if you come across this video, hit the subscribe button. And I will talk to you soon, guys. You have a good day.